out in the car. Okay, in this video I am going to make sure I don't hit the post coming out of the house into a country lane. Yeah, what I want to do in this video is revisit some old locations that I've been to before. Now there's several reasons why you'd want to revisit a location. First of all, you've become a better photographer. You know, you've taken lots and lots of pictures. You were at the location a while ago, and perhaps you now have a better understanding of composition, light, etc. The next reason would be that you have different light circumstances. You know, the weather's different and the location looks different. Another reason will be that you have a better understanding of composition. So you took the photograph home from a previous visit and you thought to yourself, if only I had just sat a little to the left or a little to the right. I seem to have cut this bit off. So you can revisit a location and readdress those issues. I think for me though, the main reason is that capturing a shot at any given time is a moment in time. So I caught a shot, nobody else has caught that shot. And it could well be the weather is part and parcel of that. The fact that the clouds were different. It's overcast today, but it's supposed to clear up. So come with, I'm going to go to as many locations in the near vicinity as I can, but then I will compose a video of 3 of those locations that I previously visited and have now revisited. Let's just wait at the junction. But first and foremost, some heavy fuel for the vehicle because the light is on. Can't really go far without light, can we? Right, off we go. Right, underneath Deal Pier. This is a bit majestic. I've been to this location on a couple of times and I've taken shots where the tide is high and I've had to stand at the top there. But actually with the tide so far out, I've got the height of the pier. It's fabulous. So it's all about revisiting a location, right? And you actually discover that it's different every time you go somewhere. So what I thought I might do is a portrait and a landscape, straight down the middle, focusing to the infinity, the end of the pier. And I've got the ND filter on, variable ND. So I'm going to push to about 3 seconds. See if I can get 3-second exposure around ND4 and also F22. I've done my focusing, so I just have to trigger it. Hold the straps, a bit windy. Ugh. That doesn't work, does it? This is why you need to come to locations more than once. Alright, I have to super glue that on. Right, let's set up again because we're being very silly here. Make sure the focus is on. Don't fall over this time. Ooh, fabulous. Considering the camera fell over just once. Let's get a landscape shot as well. I can use the same settings. I just have to make sure my shot is straight. That's good. Still at f8, 18mm. 2-second exposure. Ooh, come to the same location more than once. Check it out. Oh yeah, that's quite arty. And also, check out your gear, you know, don't just turn up and hope that it's going to work from the last time. Every time you visit a location, something is different. Tide is out, sun's trying to shine. I've got the camera set to previous settings. Crazy times. Okay, let's go on and find somewhere else. Oh, and I'll leave you these pictures to look at while I'm going there. Another location I've visited on numerous occasions, White Cliffs of Dover. Now what's different this time that was not the same last time? Well, I didn't have a bobble hat. But in fact the weather is kind of the same the last time I was here. Actually, yeah, because it is quite changing. As you can see, there's some sun trying to come through, and I love the way that the sea is sparkling and shining over the harbour arm there. There's a ferry going out. That's no different to any other time. Now, the last time I was here, what I did wrong on my settings, I had the white balance set, and I can't remember, was it cloudy, was it shady, but the image came out all orange hued, which I kind of like under normal circumstances. So anyway, let's get some live view going for you. As you can see, there are some greens at the bottom. Let me zoom out. That's 35mm. Pull it back at 18, and I get kind of this edge of the rock in on the left there. More undergrowth, but that's okay. But you know, the picture in itself is very much a calendar, a jigsaw, you know, White Cliffs of Dover gift shop, chocolate box type shot. Because the cliffs themselves are iconic. That's quite nice. You know, there's some guy walking down on the beach there. Can you see him? Zoom right in there. There's a step ladder, so you can actually walk right down. It's really quite amazing. And there's a shipwreck down there. Just about there under the tide is a shipwreck. It was some old tramp steamer that carried matches and it caught fire. Put a picture of it just down there, and when the tide is really out you can still see the remains of the boat. Anyway, so what's the shot? It's really just that. I'm not going for any of this 2/3 shenanigans. 2/3 would be that, left and right, and that's what I did before, but I don't want this edge of the cliff here, so I'm just going to crop it in. Let's go about there. So I will set the focus while I'm on live view and then lock that in. Live view off. So I'm going to take the shot. I've revisited it many times. Is it worth hanging on just for some sun to come out? It could illuminate. I've just had coffee and cake at the cafe because it's lunchtime, you know. I know it's repeating on me. F14, it wants 1/15 of a second, so I've got the tripod. It's windy. I'm just going to wait for that gust of wind which is blowing at the moment. You can see the strap. As soon as that calms down a little bit, I will press the shutter. Ooh, blowy, blowy. Oh, that's nice. The sun is shining on it now. 1/20 of a second. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, so it pays to revisit some locations. You know, what you're going to do, you're going to look out your window, you're thinking you're going to do some photography that day, and you see outside and it's gloriously sunny. That is perfect. What I'm doing today is not perfect. I'm just trying to give you an example of why you should revisit locations. And the weather is not conducive to that, but you know, I can still take shots that are different from the last time I was here. So let's go and find another location I've previously visited. While you look at this picture. Who thought this would be a good idea? Revisiting old locations that you've done before. But you know what? I've taken a couple of good shots already, I think, so it does pay to revisit your locations. I'll do this as the last shot. I was here when I was doing my panorama video, link up here, and I got a nice shot, but I thought, let's revisit it. Let's change the angle somewhat. Let me give you a live view. I'm particularly interested in this clump of trees here. They're quite nice. In fact, I might get a shot of just them like that with that sky in the background. It's kind of moody and quite colourful. So that'll be a shot. But then I also want to do the shot, and it'll be a bit of a panorama because I'll zoom in slightly like this, and I'll take a shot there and a shot there because I like the natural leading line. Well, I say natural, it's a path going through. So I'm going to take two shots. In fact, I'm going to come a little closer over here just so that I've got those trees for their composition in there. So that's shot number one. Let's have a look. Now the beauty of this is I don't have live histogram on this make of camera. It's a Nikon D3200. 2012 technology, 10 years old now. Still takes fabulous photographs. But what I can do, I've got a light meter on the back. So let's have a look at this. So if I go into manual priority, I can get the right speed. I was going the wrong way. You'll see the little light meter starts to move to the center, and that's the trick. So we'll stick on F11. I'll move that down, F11. Make sure that I'm on auto focus. Yes, I am. It wants 1/40th of a second, kind of good. And then I can take a shot which gives me my trees, and I get a histogram after the effect, as you can see there. Let's get the picture up. I've got the nice pictures. Not necessarily where I wanted to go with that, but I'm giving you the idea. That's kind of the shot I want. The trees with the... I like trees, I like pictures of trees. So that was just a quick example of how to use your light meter when you don't have a histogram. So let me set this shot up. I want those trees, I think they look a bit majestic. Old, gnarly, oaky type things. Who knows what these things are. F11, 40th of a second, ISO 100. Oh, that's nice. And then we'll do a mini panorama which will include both of them. So that was at 70 mil. I'll zoom out to 35 mil. That'll give me some foreground and some background. Light meter wants 1/60th of a second now, which is fine. Get the focus in. We will have shot one there. Pan around a little to get the trees on the right. Whoops, I'm losing my footing in this cattle grid. Moo. That's shot two there. I like the kind of moody sky. I kind of thought it would be a great idea to do this, revisit a few locations. So there's shot one, shot two. I'll give you the picture in a minute. But I thought it would be a good idea to do a little video to suggest it's not a bad idea to revisit old locations. And in fact, I go to places that I frequent on many occasions. I think, oh yeah, I love this shot, I'm going to take another one, and then go back and, oh, I'm going to take this shot again. And it's always different, whether it's down by the coast and, you know, the tide is in or the tide is out. The sky is clear and it gives me lovely blue hues on the water, or in fact it's cloudy and overcast like it is today. You can make the most of everything. So there was a shot, a little mini panorama. And what it suggests to me is that you can revisit a location. I've been here on a few occasions taking the shots, and it will always be different. You'll always have a different atmosphere, a different shade of light. Photography is about light. So whether it's cloudy and overcast like it is today, or whether it's sunny and just completely blue sky, every time you go somewhere that you've been before, it will be different. Has this been worth it? I think it has. It's been a good little exercise. I got a few good shots out of it. So I shall say, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Always helps the algorithms. And I will see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.